Welcome back. So, the word around town is that the federal government will be cutting federal spending to blue states starting in February. And this can be very scary for some people, and it will hurt children, the elderly, a lot of vulnerable groups. But I see this as a good thing. Ultimately, this is our way out. It is a soft secession. You see, blue states help fund red states. They contribute more economically, and red states demand more support from the federal government than blue states do. So the GOP is shooting itself in the foot and opening the door for blue states to become independent. And I live in a red state. However, the town I live in, the city I live in, these counties are blue. So if there is a local focus, it'll be all right. I know in my previous video where I was pissed off talking about, either pay your taxes or don't. Don't tell them you're not going to pay and flag yourself. I mean, hell, anybody that speaks up at this point is probably being flagged, but no need to set yourself up for an IOU to the government. But yeah, not paying taxes, not paying federal taxes. Pay for the things and the places you believe in. A soft secession would allow people to pay locally for the things that they want. And as scary as it may sound to lose some of this funding, I think that it's the wake-up call a lot of people will need to get. Because I think people are going to need to get way more uncomfortable before they're willing to act. I know everything that's been going on the last year, the last few months, the last few weeks, the last few days is scary and stressful. I understand. But please, please, do not let yourself be immobilized because of it. Don't give in to the fear, to the stress, to the anxiety about the future. Let this ignite a fire under your ass to get up and go out there and do something. Because we can't change the whole predicament on our own. There's no one savior. There's no one individual savior or group coming to save us. But there never was. And we can't change the whole thing as one individual. That's hopeless. That's powerlessness. But we can do what we can do as an individual. And maybe it's a protest for you. Maybe it is writing letters to a congressman. Maybe it is voting. I don't know how much that actually matters or will have an effect, but do something. Don't give in to the fear. I think something that would be more beneficial and proactive is going and checking in on your neighbors, having a potluck, setting up a community watch, getting donations together for people who are maybe elderly or sick or stuck at home because they're too afraid to go out and go to work. You know who I'm talking about. Reach out to churches you know that are safe and accepting and open. Reach out to your local communities. Go to town hall meetings. Volunteer. Set up large-scale community watch programs. Figure out what services are still available in your area and what will still be running and up no matter what happens. Your food banks, soup kitchens. Check with your local areas. Talk to your EMTs and your firemen. Some people are not a big fan of police, but the EMTs, firemen, it's a good place to start. Donate blood, donate goods, food, everything you can. Start now. Do what you can. And if everybody does a little bit of what they can, that's how you build a network. You don't have to do everything and be everything for everyone. Just what you can. That's how you get your control back. Get into action. Do something. Maybe it's preparing yourself in your home. Stock up on what you can. Get your medications in advance as far ahead as you can. I know there's restrictions. Make sure you have everything you need. Study. Plan. Do you have batteries? Do you have enough water? Do you have necessary first aid supplies? Supplies for kids? Do you have the things necessary if the power goes out and there's no electricity? Do something. And be positive with the people around you. Some people are so far gone into their own delusions that they probably can't be reached. But there's ones that can still learn and be educated and see the light. And the only way to reach them is through kindness and networking. And I know from the last video, you're like, this one's the one to talk, she's angry. It's the injustice that makes me angry. It's the lack of common sense and an unwillingness to look at the problem head on. Guys, we have a problem. We have a big problem. But we need to work together. Local, small, build it up, then branch out. Libraries, certain kinds of churches, temples, safe spaces, coffee shops, parks. Get together. Learn, build, create, do. I had mentioned before an alternative mutual exchange network. Check out your local free cycle groups. maybe a free market, barter, trade, anything like that. Hit up your local farmers markets. Keep them in business. Get to know the owners. Make friends. See how you can contribute, even if it's just the littlest bit. Watch out for the vulnerable, the elderly, and the children. Help each other. The sky's the limit. I mean, there's so many opportunities. And I guess that's the biggest point of this video. It seems scary. It is going to be uncomfortable. But it's an opportunity to grow, get into action, and build something. We can do this. We can get through this. And now we have an opportunity to build something. Brainstorm. Put the ideas together. Figure out what you would do in a worst case scenario. Get ready for that. Know that there are things that you can't plan for. And go out and do the best, most positive things that you can do for your community. And do it with a smile. Don't be scared. Look at it as an opportunity. See you next time.